right, we are back. Competitors already. I need to go ahead and add an L to Izzy's name, however, though, as he is on the loser side of things. He needs 6 in a row, not in a row, but 6 victories here in order to defeat BlakLvesMatter, who is comfortably sitting on the winner's side of Grand Finals. He's going to be using Variation 3 on Patrol here. And it's really interesting the way that Izzy's been kind of making the rounds based on the matchup as to which variation of RoboCop he wants to use.
This is ridiculous. He's literally made the full runaround. He played first variation, second variation, third variation, every single one. He knows how to play all 3 of them. Multi-talented is Izzy. Not only with characters, but variations, trying to learn every single one for every single matchup. I know this is the variation he uses for Sonya also. At least he tries to.
Ooh, big anti-air forces the breakaway.
There just false block from BLM, but didn't use it.
Through the gas, not phased at all. It's going to also delete it from the screen. Going to give BlakLvesMatter those fully heated arms. This is a big expenditure of a resource here in round 1. We'll see if he can oh, wow!
Oh, no!
I know what LTR2 is, too!
Forget everything you said, Dream. He just did the LTR2. That's all he did. He just... done.
And
no thought process
engaged. There we
no
go.
I mean, Izzy, after making these big brain reads over and over again, sometimes you gotta let out the randomness sometimes.
You're right. You absolutely. Your opponents are thinking so much about how calculated you've been, and then you just derp, and it works. Just do it.
Oh, standing the Caltrops. That Caltrops makes sure you can't dash over it. You take damage while you're standing in it. It's kind of like Aaron Black from MKX, but...
And with the gas as well as those spike strips, I think he can really do a lot of just damage over time. And he's also got the electric buff thing. So if he gets the buff and the gas and the trap, he can actually make people do tons of damage to themselves for hitting him. It's quite good.
That's too much to ask for. There's in a real match, I don't even know if that's even possible.
Yeah, it's super hard to get set up. Definitely the gas plus the spike strip is not happening, but like if Frost hits you with her blade spin while that thing is up, it's like 7% that she takes for hitting you.
Final round.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there. They switched sides, back two came out. Something happened, but is he still alive until the metal bones are being crushed inside of his chest?
It's gonna collapse the chassis there. Ooh, RoboCop coming through though with that knee. It's a 10-frame mid as well. I like that. That's been Izzy's kind of go-to move in the neutral. He's not relying on any highs. He's not relying on some of the way slower moves that RoboCop has, like forward 4. He's going for that quick mid that he can confirm into big stuff too. Yo, short hopping the ground pounds. Izzy's play right now is immaculate.
Is he a robot? Is he a bunny? What the hell is he? I don't know what this. I don't know what he is. More rifles. The rifle does so much damage and so much damage when hit. There's no reason not to use it, but watch out for Yep. Okay.
I like the spike trip. Even if he blocked that, he was going to push him back onto it with that full gunshot string. Maybe you can duck those gunshots, but nonetheless, he was just going to try to push him back into the danger zone to secure the victory. And that is going to be Izzy on the board, drawing first blood here in our grand final set between Izzy and BlakLvesMatter. Izzy, of course, still has a long road ahead of him if he's going to claim yet another victory here in Season 5. But, I mean, the first step has been taken.
If I remember correctly, I think the gunshots out of his big rifle is first one's a high, second two are mid, if I can remember.
Yep, that is correct. The first one is a high. The follow-ups are mid, though. I don't know how flawless block works in either if there's a gap and you have to flawless block each of them, or if you get the first one, you save yourself from the rest.
I thought, making sure. I'm surprised. Izzy is really making this RoboCop work. There is no stopping so far.
Only Sabazga had an answer for it, right? Sabazga's the only one to force him off of it, and it was like one time and he just trounced him with Shang Tsung instead. It was wild.
Yeah. Funny enough, I've actually seen like Izzy's RoboCop before in Kingdom Hill, and Rage Al Ghul was able to defeat it like easily, just swiftly, out of nowhere, but nobody else can. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Alright, heating those arms up, perhaps BlakLvesMatter looking to establish his own full screen game with those rockets. He's playing Ringer? Okay.
Yeah, I've done... I don't know what that was. There we go. Bringing back the heat, getting the unblockable ground pounds out. Jax is ready to go.
Ooh, that trade's not gonna happen though. Got hit too hard, and there it is, the uppercut crushing blow. And Izzy just spent his defensive meter on the grenade that he threw, so not gonna have an opportunity to break out of that. BlakLvesMatter is gonna secure that damage cleanly and the round afterward. So Jax on the board here, and Jax, right now, BlakLvesMatter is still on the winner side of things. If he wins 3 games, it's over. Meanwhile, if Izzy wins 3 games, it's only halfway done. What is phone doing?
Yep, they're canceling out the rifle, blocking the low ground pound, but BLM's not done with pressing down one. Escape failed, double throw crushing blow on Robocop. So tons of damage ready to be loaded up. Gas! Oh, if he stands in too long, it will actually freeze him in place, but BLM gets him away. Oh, the anti-air coming out. Ching, ching, ching. 3 more gunshots and a rifle afterwards. Everything you'd ask for a nutritious breakfast. Rifle. Yep, chip damage on block. Great damage on hit. No reason not to. And sitting in the caltrops, the damage over time. It's like Aaron Black, but better. Oh, look at that rifle. 155 just for a few shots. Oh boy, what can he do? Getting his way in. Doesn't have a big command grab this variation, so he's really safe with trying to make the move duck instead of jump. Escape failed. That would have killed. That would have literally killed. He had an escape failed on him to double throw crushing blow for 110 damage. He saved himself. Oh, the rifle trying to chip out. Unblockable ground pound. What can you do? Oh no! Didn't have the meter to spend. BLM. What? That did enough damage. 5 left. And he jumped over the ground pound. What is he doing? Who's gonna win? Oh no! BLM. Barely took him out. Izzy even tried to interact with him, did not even let BLM touch him because he thought he had the.
Dude, look at the clock too, 0 seconds. Insane.
That was ridiculous.
Jax wins.
I don't even know what to say. BLM talking in game chat?
He very well could be. He is a man that is not afraid to spin the blade once he stabbed it in, get some extra damage going.
That was a big cluster of who's at the end. Yeah, but he's in there. He's not giving up on Robocop. Maybe a very true switch. Yeah, it's gonna go Prime Detective. That's about it. The only thing that's being changed is the more not viable. Well, yeah, I would say viable too, but more popular variation going to be played just now. Here it is, the lethal clap having to stick with the variation is BLM, but does he have a chance to switch?
Yeah, is he going to stick with Robocop here? And he's not going to be using he's not going to have access to that mid or that high mid shots anymore. He's got those rockets. Those are all highs all the time, but it can be plus on block with the amplify. Has great damage, good pushback as well, and a brutality, which you know I'm a fan of those.
Yeah, that's the most important part for you. There's the clap. Even armor break wasted all of that meter for nothing is Izzy. And BLM is running over with this round until Izzy can get something started. He went for the parry as he's trying to let out all the things he can, and that's the read from BLM. That's an immediate death, no breakaway. Double clap. Nothing he could do there.
Round 2, fight.
Jumping over? No, actually the start time. When you meter burn the rocket, it takes a little bit of start time to come out, and that's what saved him there. That's what anti-aired him, is he was able to be successful. BLM used all of his meter, so he has no bar to really spend during this high pressure situation is where Jax really needs it. And again, the read. With actually connected, so smart from BLM to use one of the most high, not high damaging, but high multi-strings that Jax has to even get that crushing blow, because it is dependent on how many hits it has in the combo.
Yeah, I wish there were more certain number of combo hits, crushing blows. I think those are really fun to play with, and they like promote players going for bigger, longer combos, which I think is cool, but sadly there's only like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, not many.
It's like Gutted, Sub-Zero's got one, Jackie has one, an ability that doesn't exist in competitive, and yeah, Scorpion's got one, and then Jax has that one, the rockets. Ooh, the parry, okay. Nice use of the low to get underneath that shield. That shield only covers upper attacks. Doesn't work on jumps and lows, though. Ooh, there's the
Oh,
jump kick,
really
gonna
got
break it open.
prepared.
I wonder if Izzy's kind of memeing a little bit. Why did that just whiff? What was that? The ground pound did nothing. Why did the ground pound just do nothing?
The only thing I think he didn't meter her, so he blocked it as well.
He didn't. I didn't see any blocks done.
Mind way them steaming out. Oh, smacking the heads. More build-up time for Izzy. Come on, Izzy. If you want this waterfall, you better be trying harder.
Yo, he's gonna go straight into fatal blow here. Is this gonna be enough damage? I don't think so, but it's gonna put his opponent full screen, and he's got some guns and rockets to send his way. He doesn't have any meter to amplify, so he won't be able to dig through that chip damage. A couple more shots. Oh, there it is. BlakLvesMatter tried to challenge with his own buttons, but the gunshot's just too fast, and that is going to be Izzy now taking the lead here in our grand final, set up 2-1. He needs to reset the bracket still, though.
Try to do all RoboCop. That's what he's trying for. Can you see?
Friendship. RoboCop wins.
See, he's still got the chain on his neck.
Where did he get that chain? He wasn't wearing that before. Did he steal it from Jax? Is that part like, I'm going to rob you and then I'm going to dance with your belongings?
Dream, there's so many things to question in Mortal Kombat, and you're gonna question a chain on a robot.
I don't know where he got the boombox either. He didn't bring that with him. Watch this intro. There's no boombox.
Okay. Izzy 2 seconds ago got skull crushed and he was still able to move. Like, I don't know. Mortal Kombat has those kind of mechanics.
Jax. The Hourglass.
Chronica's Hourglass. One of the stages that used to have no interactable, but now does, as they added it in the patches.
I thought it was interesting that there was a stage with no interactables that kind of forced classic play. It was like a 1 in 15 chance or whatever to get, but I thought it was interesting that they had stages that weren't like that. Then they kind of changed it up and made it a training stage like the other one, so not as cool, but it's still an interesting idea. I'm curious if maybe when they introduce other stages in the future they won't do that. The Retrocade doesn't have any significantly offensive ones, but it'd still be interesting if we ever got a completely empty.
Agree with that. There it is, the restand of the flamethrower. He is using inspiration that has flamethrower, escape failed already. He can just save it for later. Doesn't have to spend it now. Look at that. Look at the staggers contesting is Izzy. Gonna use the grenade launcher to bring him a little farther away because you never want Jax up close. That's not exactly where the prime example is.
Yeah, and of course I'm sure that Izzy is going to want to play the full screen game. That's where RoboCop is going to excel. He's going to get opened up with a throw here, though. Goes for a ground pound. Izzy takes to the skies to avoid it. Not going to be able to keep that life bar intact, though, as BlakLvesMatter will get the final hit needed to take round 1 here in Game 4. This is before a reset has happened, so if BlakLvesMatter can just get the next 2 games in a row, he'll put an end to this tirade that Izzy is putting on with RoboCop.
He still, of course, has that throw crushing blow. Strike throw. He's really dependent on zoning. Like, he's trying to zone him out so hard, and the cross shot will connect. But,
Jackie's
when
getting no siblings.
when he gets in, there's still a threat of throw crushing blow. The strat that you can stagger easily without BLM just kind of contesting because he's afraid of that throw, really.
Mm-hmm. Backing
So
away,
hard.
Izzy definitely trying to put some space between him and Jax, and then he just runs right in. I mean, you could argue that BlakLvesMatter was expecting to continue to have to chase him and got maybe a little overzealous there, and Izzy capitalized on that aggression. That will be the round going to RoboCop. Set point here to reset grand finals, put both of these players on the loser side of things, and that's going to make it that much easier for Izzy to walk away the champion yet again.
Are we ready to talk about how much damage that rocket does on RoboCop, the straight rocket?
Ridiculous. The Amplify
You can't
does
do
like
it.
15% or more.
If you trade with that, it's your loss. Like, there's no way you're winning it.
And it puts you full screen too. It's great. For him, at least.
Oh no, the throw escape. That's the one thing he was depending on, really, up close. But now he's lost to give him beyond the kind of advantage where he's freely able to do more pressure without the threat of the crushing blow. Oh, the
More
down
shots
forward.
being fired. The patience, the stare down. Look into my riser.
Oh, the micro duck coming from Izzy.
Did he use the ringer string to get that grounded? Nicely done. Whiffs the uppercut as well. Nice patience there from BlakLvesMatter. Caught Izzy pushing buttons a little bit too desperately. And that is going to be Jax tying it up. We got a Game 5 in our grand final. So here's the deal. BlakLvesMatter can end it all if he can win this next game. Otherwise, if Izzy takes it, we're going to shake the Etch-a-Sketch, and those 2 victories that Black Lives Matter got are going to be gone. We're going to reset it back to 0-0 here. So this is key. If Black Lives Matter can maintain and finish it out here, that's great. But he's going to have to kind of shake it off if he ends up having these 2 victories not matter as he goes into another grand final set, if Izzy can take this.
Is Izzy going to depend? Oh, no, he's going to switch away from RoboCop for the first time of the past 3 games. He did play Shanks earlier.
He brought out Sub-Zero. Oh, he brought out Dimitri. Never mind. That's not Bihan. That's not Kuai Liang. That is Dimitri Vegas.
Yeah. Here, Dream, does he still get the follow if he wins with Sub-Zero?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, I'll push the button. I'll just mute his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Make it even worse.
Yo, what's going on, Too Easy? Ground pound coming out. Amplify was a little bit too quick on that, though. Actually, Izzy had those get up invulnerability activated.
The Avalanche Sub-Zero also, so has the slide, has the safe mix.
And has the trap to keep Jax away from him, right? Put up an obstacle that it'll be tough for Jax to get around.
And I can guarantee you, like, Izzy was one of the first players to actually find out how good this variation is, so he's one of the veterans. He knows how the ins and outs works on this character.
Ooh, there's one slide. The thing, too, about crushing blows that you have to build for is that even if a round looks dire, which Sub-Zero maybe doesn't ever have that problem, but as long as you get a couple of amplified slides in that round, you can still count it as a bit of a victory because it's getting you closer to later on having that explosive damage. Same thing with the bicycle kick, right? If you can just get some amplified bicycle kicks in, then later on in those later rounds, now you've got access to that big damage. I don't believe so, Too Easy. I would have actually asked to do it with CGL, but my internet just came back yesterday, so I didn't know if I was going to be good to go to actually do that. Otherwise, though, I would have wanted to, because I like me some Injustice, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I got to observe it at the highest level. I'll see if Nips needs me, but I assume he got it covered.
Look at that, even heated arms coming up, unblockable ground pound and more projectiles, but the trade will not work out in his favor. Look at this. Izzy just corner carrying, using the slide, but not the crushing blow, since he didn't have it just in
Yeah,
time.
he was building for the crushing blow, but it is maybe questionable that he sent his opponent out of the corner, because now he's back on the offensive trying to chase him down, and Black Lives Matter is 1 round away. If he can get a fatal blow confirmed, it is over! Doesn't even need to confirm. The random fatal blow will do it, and that is going to be it. Yeah, I'm fluent in Injustice too. Absolutely.
Look at this.
I might call it Amplify instead of Meter Burn. I'm going to do the reverse of the cleave approach, but that's only because I'm trying to stay on the up and up.
I will continue to call it Meter Burn. I don't care anybody says.
Look, man, I've been looking for an excuse to call you out, and I finally had one.
You call me out.
No, it's fine. It's endearing.
But that will be it. The RoboCop dream has been ended.